So why are we even talking about Megan Thee Stallion in the first place? I saw a piece of news that she was no longer with a label, and that, you know, she was funding her next project out of her own pocket. I was so glad to see that she got herself out of that 1501 record deal. I actually did a podcast about her back in 2018. It's nice to see her finally out of this deal, and I wanted to talk a bit about why that is and what it is that I'm hopeful for, because I am hopeful for Megan. I think Megan is a really interesting case study on exactly what not to do with your business and brand when you are an upcoming brand new artist. And the headline is "Don't be messy and keep it about the music." I've personally cooled off in my interest in Megan as an artist. I've done previous videos on my channel about what changed from me, but simply it's because I wanted to hear more from her, and lyrically I just didn't get what I've been looking for. But I am always interested and always looking for a reason to try and enjoy listening to her music again. I want to get back into how it was for me when I first started listening to her in 2017, 18, and I really just felt like the magic and the potential in her. Like I said, I'm not running to go listen to anything she drops anymore, but I still have hope that she can do what needs to be done. Hi, if you don't already know me, my name is B. I'm a lawyer and a hip-hop intellectual, and on this channel I like breaking down hip-hop culture, rap culture, doing deep dives into artists, music, songs. So make sure that you subscribe if you find it interesting, and keep watching this video if you want to hear more of my thoughts. In my opinion, Megan is just so much better as an independent artist, or just not tied into the whole label thing. This label entanglement that she has been in with 1501 was a distraction. I'm sorry, it was a distraction. It really sort of ruined her ascent into rap princess for me, to find out that she'd signed such a bad deal. Because, you know, you're seeing her brand blowing up. You're seeing all of this amazing stuff that happens when you're a fresh, hot, young rookie in the rap game. And I just kept thinking, how much of this is 1501 taking? Like, it doesn't feel like a come up when you know that that person is getting shagged out of their money. And I remember she did like an Insta live or something, or she posted a video where she basically was like, yeah, I'm going to sue my record label because this deal is BS. It kind of just took the shine away from things. We were now more looking at this label mess and sort of judging her business choices more than we were paying attention to her music and what she had going on. And it just started a steady stream of just unproductive and distracting mess around her image and around her career that I just don't think helped. I also think another reason why being out of this label entanglement is good is because a bad deal doesn't incentivize you to make your best work. So what I was mentioning before about lyrically, I want more from Megan, I'm not getting more from her. The flip side to that is that, yeah, if you're in a bad record deal that you're not making any money from, you're not necessarily going to be putting out your best work until you're safely out that deal. So the fact that she's out of it, I'm glad that less distractions, less mess. It can be closer to a clean break than anything else. But the flip side B is that we're gonna get better music, hopefully, because I need to hear what she promised me I would hear on her debut album, and I never got that. You know, I want to hear about Megan PT. Like, I want to know, what do you really have going on? Who are you, what are you, and where are you in life? Those kinds of things are why I listen to lyrics. It's why I love hip hop so much. So I think that being out of this label situation and self-funding may be the most likely way that we're going to get to that better quality music, in my opinion. Added onto that, why I think Megan is better independent is that I think that outside the confines of a label, there's a better possibility now that she'll be able to have that creative and artistic freedom that you don't necessarily get in a label, because they're thinking about numbers, they're thinking about bottom line, they're thinking about return on their investment. It's less likely that you're going to do anything, you know, out there, and it's more likely that you're going to do stuff that's safe or safer or tried and tested. And honestly, I've not been really that impressed with what Megan's been putting out recently in recent years. Since Fever, Sugar, you know, I've not really been getting from her what I wanted. So I am feeling like creatively the decision was made to do what was more commercial, because she's had a lot going on for the past few years. So really keeping the business going is number one priority, which is why you're getting these sort of like lackluster collabs that are lackluster, but they are they're commercial setups. They're set up to be commercially successful. And I am hopeful that outside of the label context, she'll have a bit more freedom to not just do that and actually follow her heart and create something new and something fresh. Something else I want to make clear, Bongos was not it, girl. Bongos was not it for her comeback after her hiatus, her time off, after the Tory Lanez verdict came in. We were expecting to hear something that started us off going deeper, and you had an opportunity with your first sort of big song back, and you went with Bongos with Cardi B. Like, I can see why, because it goes back to that commercial point that I made before, sort of doing the song that seems most likely to get you to commercial point A, but it wasn't giving. It didn't give what I wanted. It was more of what I've said, just songs that are made because, you know, it's gonna make some money, and not songs that are made because they're good and you're pushing yourself as an artist. And where are the real lyrics about the real things that you've gone through, Megan? I know it's probably difficult. I understand that, you know, not everybody wants all of their business out there, but there are certain things that you do need to be able to do as a rapper, and tell your own story is a big part of it. And fans like me, I want to hear the story. I want to hear the truth, and I want to hear it lyrically. That doesn't mean you can't have fun. That doesn't mean you can't, you know, still have bops, but I need more than Bongos. I'm so sorry. I need more than Bongos. However, I am going to give her the benefit of the doubt, because Bongos came out presumably before her legal situation was situated and she officially parted ways with 1501. I don't know whether Bongos and all of that would have fallen under her deal with 1501 or not, but what I can say is that it would make sense if she's like, all right, boom, let's do one last commercial song, you know, to get us out the deal, and then, you know, she's a free agent. I don't know. I'm guessing that's the way it went, because I'm still holding out my hope. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. I think Megan can pull it back and give us something different. I don't want to hear anything tired. I don't want to hear anything I've heard before. I don't want to hear the same, you know, I'm the it girl, like, I want to hear more. I think this right now, more than ever, is an important time for us to demand more from rappers, because hip hop is in a state of decline. The market is oversaturated and fewer people are doing well. We need to push and ask more from our rappers, and that's why asking Megan for more is important. In my opinion, it's important that we ask for more, because if we don't tell them that we want more, if we don't push artists to do more, it will be at the expense of our culture. Our culture will die. Sorry to be dramatic, but it will. So if you care about rap culture, ask your favorite artists for more. Obviously, be reasonable. It's time to address the Cobra in the room. So as I had recorded this video before the 3rd of November, I believe it was, when Megan dropped her first sort of comeback single, not Bongos, called Cobra. I obviously hadn't had a chance to listen to it before I recorded this episode or this video. And I had thoughts, so I wanted to share them. In terms of what I'm saying in this video about her lyrical content, I'm definitely getting more and more of it. I feel like this is sort of like a continuation of that track on Good News, the one about anxiety. It's a theme. And I do think Megan does do Candid very well. Second verse about her parents. Man, I miss my parents. Way too anxious, always cancel my plans. The content is there. And I feel like this is stuff that if she just sat and said it in an interview or that kind of format, I would listen to it. But I don't necessarily think it's translating into a song that I want to listen to over and over again. There are certain elements of it that are still sort of not mashing together, bringing in her ad-libs, whilst we're talking about something quite serious. In my opinion, when you're as a rapper and you're giving such like raw content, such raw, honest content, you can do it for like, I would say probably like Eminem, for example, just do it for the shock value and you're saying what you're saying. But in my opinion, this is just my opinion, guys, you should also have a sort of melodic element of the song that kind of keeps people engaged and allows people to really soak in what you're saying. And I think that comes with like a storytelling element. Right now, I'm feeling like Megan is making statements, but I'm not really sort of absorbing the story very well. I wanted to address that because I didn't think it would be fair for me to not add that addendum to this video, because obviously Cobra has come out. It is a candid song. She is speaking from the heart, but still there's just elements of her artistry that I think more time independent will benefit her, because she can really start to figure out different facets of herself, because I feel like we can't always be selling the same every time because it's not going to resonate. And if the album is more of this, then I would say that she still has a long ways to go. But for now, I am very proud to see that she's outside, she's making music. And obviously the fact that it's under her own production company is really good. But yeah, back to the video. Let me know, what are your opinions? Do you feel hopeful about Megan? Do you think that, she'll be able to do more now? She's left her label. Or do you think that it'll be the same problems that have happened before? And are you a fan? Have you sort of listened to her music less often these days? I want to know. Leave a comment and tell me. Make sure that you subscribe and like this video. And if you want to follow me and find me for more content, you can find me everywhere at the B Makosha, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you fancy. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.